Since Frederick County's founding in 1748, farming and agriculture has been central to the region's economy. Continuing this agricultural legacy today, Lisa Gaver and her family operate Gaver Farm in eastern Frederick County, allowing residents and visitors to experience the bounty of Frederick's local farmland. To celebrate Frederick County's 275th anniversary, Gaver Farm designed their corn maze with a special design celebrating the region's history. This is their story.
My name is Lisa Gaver, and my husband Mike and I farm here in the New Market, Mount Airy, Libertytown area, and we run a diversified farming crop operation that involves our family, our two children, Laura and Greg, and Laura's husband Brian, and Greg's wife Sarah also helps us out from time to time. On our farm, we grow traditional row crops like corn, soybeans. We make a lot of hay and straw, and then we also grow specialty crops like we have an apple orchard, we grow pumpkins for our fall festival, and we grow sunflowers and that type of thing. So right now we're full-time farmers, and it keeps us busy on the farm year-round. During the fall, are busy with the corn maze, the apple orchard, our sunflower crop, and entertaining our guests through agritourism and teaching them about agriculture here in Frederick County and around. My husband and son and crew are also in full swing harvesting our traditional farm crops. For example, our combine's running right now harvesting corn, so they're harvesting the corn and putting it into our grain bins, and picking up pumpkins and planting cover crop. As soon as our combine goes through a field, we're planting our cover crop, which protects the Chesapeake Bay through the winter top and provides valuable assets to our farm through regenerative ag and soil protection. When we get done fall, and we transform this place in about 2 weeks from our fall season to our Christmas season, where we do cut your own Christmas trees here on our farm. We have a lot of fields of trees, and we'll open for about a month for that. So another thing that we do here at Gaver Farm is agritourism, and we kind of consider ourselves pioneers of that term because it goes way back to when we first opened for Christmas trees back in 1984. We started offering right then to the public field trips and ag education right from the get-go. It's really important to us to make that connection to the general public, because so many of our patrons or our guests that visit Gaver Farm have no connection to agriculture except their visit here. In our festival area or our activities area, there are a lot of activities. There's animals where we teach them all about where their food comes from. There's fun things to do, but on those fun things to do, there's always that connection that we're teaching them about something to do with agriculture. For example, our new Beeline zip line has facts about food production and bees and how important those bees are to pollinate our food. And we see those kids reading those over and over. All of the animals have facts. They're allowed to feed the goats, but those facts, we know that they're getting that firsthand education. There's nothing like walking into our apple orchard with a bag and your family and having those kids reach up and pull their own apple off that apple tree and realize that it was grown by someone. It just didn't come from the grocery store. So here at Gaver Farm, we really value our agriculture heritage. My husband and I both grew up on farms. I grew up 5 minutes that way on a beef and hog farm, and he grew up 5 minutes the other way on a dairy farm. And so our children come from multiple generations of agriculture, but we encourage them to think that it's their first year of or term of agriculture. So that history correlates to many years going back on this farm, and how agriculture in itself is invaluable to Frederick County. It's the largest industry here in Frederick County. It supports the economy, and we want to celebrate that history. So this year, when we saw that it was Frederick County's 275th anniversary, we were more than pleased to design our corn maze to celebrate that anniversary. It's basically a blip of the clustered spires of Frederick and some agriculture. It's been very popular. We did get those last rains that pulled it out, and we've had a lot of visitors come, and they like to take the picture and do the maze and celebrate that history. We also are sharing with them another anniversary here on our personal farm. It happens to be the 300th anniversary of this brick house over here, and the building of that house was built 300 years ago, and it has a lot of history. It's named after Dr. Dietrich, which is the doctor that Dietrich Road, which our farm's from, and the doctor that Fort Dietrich and Frederick was named after. So this farm has been actively in farming for all those years, and we're proud of that. There's actually even a graveyard up on the properties that dates back to the original settlers, and those settlers are also relatives of the people that founded the town of Mount Airy. Certainly agriculture has evolved over those 300 years, and from horse and buggy to plowing with a horse and clearing the land, the German settlers that were in this area, we still actually have the log buildings where they have the original logs that came off of that farm, so it's kind of cool. So we are very happy and want to wish Frederick County a happy 275th anniversary, and we look forward to 275 more years here in Frederick County, and we are glad to be part of that heritage, and we hope to continue that and be here. If you are ever in the area and want to reach out and visit our farm, we would love to teach you firsthand about agriculture on our real working farm.